I do find it really odd that they don't release this in normal liveries. Like, this is all like pastel cute and all. So far here, the instructions, they're very straightforward. Actually, all across, they're very straightforward, the instructions. But I did make a few notes here. First, I would recommend you fit the hull together, but be careful. There's tabs you have to trim off. If you don't trim those off, the hull isn't gonna sandwich properly. Up here in the turret as well, there's some tabs you gotta clear out. I wouldn't recommend you put the exhaust tips in until the end. Otherwise, they're just gonna break off when you're manipulating it, right? So, I mean, if you put this on here and then you put the hull together, you're gonna just break it off. So, and then also I would recommend you trim the posts and the pegs inside, because I had a hard time sandwiching the thing together. So, yeah. And then make a note that if you were to glue this piece in place, it locks the turret in forever. But you I don't know if there's a choice around it. So my turret will never come out. So yeah, again, it's really strange that they just have these cartoony, cute decals, which are fine, but it would be cool if they just at least gave you a second decal sheet with normal, like, Russian markings and stuff. So anyways, I was lucky enough that I keep all my decals from all my old model kits, and I just happen to have stuff that resembles Russian stuff. These are actually German numbers, I think, and this is from a modern Russian airplane. But it works well enough. I was looking at images of the real tanks, and they don't have many markings in the first place. So I painted this with Vallejo water-based paints, and then I did clear coat it with Vallejo before I rattle canned it with matte finish. You need to have that protective barrier, because the rattle can will just tear through the Vallejo paint. So that's my recommendation. And then I just ran a little paint wash over the thing, but a very mild one. Some paint marker for the guns, a little metallic there, gold Sharpie, and black permanent marker for the exhaust. And what I like is, this thing has plastic tracks. They actually do function a little bit, but I will make a note, it's actually hard to put these tracks together. I really wish they just had one more link, because the track is so tight when you try to get around here. So what I recommend is you actually run the track ends right around, here's the pin actually holding it together. Maybe around here. You basically want to, well, it's kind of hard to do because it's not actually, hold on, let me see if this track works easier. You basically want to put it together on this cogwheel, because the teeth are keeping the track in place. And then you can maybe shimmy that little tiny rod through the track to join it together. If you do it out here, it's just going to fall apart. It's going to be really hard to keep together. So this cogwheel is the key to assembling the track, in my opinion. Okay. There's not much else, really. It's a pretty simple model. Yeah, additional decal from something else. I suppose you could put some silver or yellow paint into that recess for the light. And now the turret, yes, it's glued in place from that lock thing. And then there's like a cam mechanism. It follows a wave. And see the turret? As you spin it, it moves up and down. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I guess that's cool. No complaints about that. I also like that there's some really deep passages showing the slots for the crew to look out. This is actually going all the way through. I think I actually see some light over it. Yeah, it's actually passing all the way through. Alright, I guess that's it. Yeah, so let's take a look at another KV2 I did. And this is by the brand Meng. The problem with Meng is these tracks are rubber. So paint first has a hard time sticking to rubber. So I never want to move these tracks. But a commenter actually mentioned that his tracks have snapped over time. The rubber hardens and cracks off. So that's what it's under. Look at the tension it's under. So it probably will happen on this one day. So plastic tracks, way, way better for longevity if you want to keep your model for a long time. Now, in the defense of both companies, I don't think they're targeting adults when they're doing these things, but I'm pretty sure a lot of adults make these things, more than kids, at least. So, at least the Meng actually comes with these Russian decals. So, this one's heavily weathered, of course. So that's why I went with really light weathering on this. And so you can see the Meng is just a bigger bigger thing. It's also more detailed, right? You have this little hatch ring. It's just a lot more detail on the Meg, but the tracks on the Trumpeter are simply better. It's actually like a different tank. This one has a light here. This one doesn't have a light at all. So this one has the tow hooks. This one doesn't have any. So I'm not sure. Granted, they're both cartoony things, right? The wheels are totally different in their design. So I feel like it's probably more realistic on the Trumpeter. Meg had to accommodate these rubber tracks. The toe rings, yeah, totally different. And then the rear hatch, right? Just the overall design is totally different. Double doors versus single doors, right? It's totally side pipes, angled pipes. So I'm not sure which is more. I still would probably guess that more of the details are on the Meg. Just all these rivet marks and the like. But tracks. If you could basically put plastic tracks on the Meg, it would be the best of the cartoony ones. This one actually has fuel fillers and spare tracks. This one just has ammo boxes, it looks like. Yeah, so a little more asymmetric on this one as well. Alright, well, anyways, that's a different video if you want to look up that somewhere else. But yeah, all in all, still a cool looking little cartoony KV2. So I'm really happy that we have access to these things. Naturally, you can build realistic models, but I kind of prefer the cartoony ones because you don't have to be perfect. You just make whatever mistakes you want. It doesn't matter. This is a cartoon. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you the next time. Bye.